welcome to a little bit more of the celebration of boating going on here at MarineMax. We are live with Bob Burke, the brand manager for Galeon Yachts of the Americas. And Bob, it looks like that looks like a pretty beautiful office you've got today.
Yeah, I'm quite excited, Colin, to be coming to you live from the Galeon 550 Fly. I'm in Summers Point, New Jersey. It's a 2021 model, and it's an available stock boat for the celebration of boating. So we'll be here available to do video walkthroughs and that kind of thing if we have the need for that this weekend. So we're excited about it.
That's terrific. The 550 Fly has been a very, very popular model here on the west coast of Florida. So for those that are not familiar, can you tell us a little bit about Galeon, the brand?
Sure. Galeon, it's a phenomenal brand. It was founded in 1982 in Poland by the Kobilko family, and we'll give you the quick version. They were, it's been in business for 38 years now, and family owned and operated, primarily building. They were a semi-custom factory building mostly for Europe. And in 2015, we discovered them and launched them in the Americas. MarineMax is the exclusive distributor for them in the Americas, and the success of the brand has been, off the charts, really. We've achieved a very strong market position for the class of boats that we're in, and the people that have them. We've got over 220 that are in the field sold, and we've built a really nice customer base, and they're really enjoying the boats, and we've got events. We'll talk about some of that here in a little while, but it's been something special to be a part of, and they're just a phenomenal brand.
So anyone that's been to a boat show or out on the water and seen the Galeon with the beach mode, as
Right.
you call it, the folding balconies.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that feature, because that's kind of become almost a hey, that must be a Galeon.
Correct. So it's kind of a mind blower for a lot of people. It's called beach mode. It's one of the pillars of Galeon is their innovation, right? That's really what they're known for, as well as craftsmanship and performance as well, and vertical integration. So all of these things meld into what launched as the 500 Fly, one of the most popular Galeons in the market, with beach mode, right? So they decided they really wanted to flip the yachting world on its head and take some features that you see on very big yachts down into smaller yachts. So it was a ground up design. You have not only the wings that fold down, which, and anybody can kind of figure that out, but the real unique part of the boat is that you can open the side salon and galley windows and really open up the whole boat. So it becomes an interactive indoor-outdoor experience, and really allows you to get almost 60 feet out of a 50, with the beam opening up to 19 feet on a 500. So it's pretty exciting, and the market is all over it. We've got none in stock right now, and the next 4 that are ordered are sold already. So that model has really taken off, and it's exciting to see.
So tell us about, I noticed I was on board one of those recently, and I saw all of the hardware that's manufactured in order to make that work. And I see over your right shoulder some beautiful stainless steel. What makes some of that hardware and craftsmanship different on a Galeon?
Right. So they as I said, they're vertically integrated. Like very few builders have their level of vertical integration. So they have a €500,000 stainless steel laser cutting machine that will rip out parts in seconds. It's quite amazing. But they have this mix of old world craftsmanship and this new technology, and they meld it together really well. So a lot of the polishing, a lot of the welding, and all that stuff is still obviously done by hand. And so you have to be able to take the innovations and the equipment that's available, cutting edge technologies, and then work them with labor and get this jewelry type result out of some of the stainless that we see on the boat. So it's really unique.
So you mentioned vertical integration, and tell me, I think someone told me that the teak that's on the boat, when it arrives at the factory, it's a tree. Is that am I
More or less,
exaggerating?
right? It's raw sawn, thick, 3-inch, 4-inch thick pieces of wood with the raw bark on it, and they
Yeah.
literally mill it down and make their teak from it. Which, yeah, that's extremely unique. A lot of companies, sub out their teak work and have templates made, and it's not all solid teak. Some do, some don't. But on the Galeons, it's absolutely solid teak. And I've been to the room where they're making it. They've got their templates. They make it right there on site, and they bring it out to the boats and install it. So it's something to see, and the quality of the teak is very, very good.
So as an owner of a Galeon with MarineMax, of course, we have lots of great getaways, events, trips that we do with our owners. But Galeon as a brand does some unique events also for owners. Can you tell us? I think you just had a owners rendezvous in Key West this early in the year, right?
We did in March, and it's the Galeon owners rendezvous. You have to own a Galeon to come to the event. We've done it twice now in Key West. We went back to Key West by popular demand. The customers loved it and they wanted to go back. So I've been speaking to some of the customers that were there, and they said, that was the last time we felt normal before this whole COVID situation came on. And so it happened in March, just before everything got shut down. So it was really an exciting event, and everybody's looking forward to getting back to normal, obviously. So we look forward to putting out the information on our next owners rendezvous. Hopefully it'll be in March again, and everything will be opened up. We may do it in Key West. We may choose a different destination. But as the brand has grown, the customer interest has grown. There's a lot of people that are really enjoying their boats. We find that they are real cruisers that use these boats. They're taking them, they're traveling. We've got customers that have got hundreds and hundreds of hours on their boats in a very short period of time, doing trips from, some from Florida to Minnesota, some from Florida to all the way up into New York and Maine, and all over the place. So, and back, right? So we have a lot of West Coast customers that go to the Keys. They go to the Bahamas. We do a couple of getaways to the Bahamas. That's not exclusive Galeon, but that's MarineMax, right? So as a Galeon owner, you get the Galeon exclusive events, but the beauty of it is you also get the MarineMax network. So not only our events, our getaway, but our service network and support network. So no matter where you go with your boat, there's going to be either a MarineMax store, or we're going to have a partner or colleague in the area that will be able to assist. So that's something that we take a lot of pride in. I get involved in. We've had a customer that took his boat from Florida to New Jersey, and he lost a IPS drive. He hit something and was freaking out because he didn't think he'd be able to get the boat fixed for a long time. One yard was a few weeks out for a haul out, and so we got involved and had him go on one engine to our store. He picked up the boat, and with our partner relationship with Volvo, in 4 days we had him new drive, tested, sea trialed, off and running. He couldn't be happier. So that's the power of what the breadth of our company offers, and as a Galeon owner, that's what you get.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the boats a little bit. Some pretty exciting new models. This last year, the 470 Sky the 470 Sky Deck was a new model. Tell us about that boat. What makes it unique?
So the 470 is that came out after the 500. So it was the second boat that was introduced with the beach mode. And so it was a slightly smaller version of the 500. It's full beam master stateroom, 3-cabin boat, 2 heads, has the beach mode, has the sleek look of an express cruiser with the bonus of a bridge, right? So, and you get the sunroof over the lower helm. So you have all the features that any 46, 47-foot express boat has in the market, but you get a fly bridge, and nobody else really has that. So, or the beach mode they don't have. So, it's a really exciting offering from Galeon. It's been very successful for us. in all of our markets, and we're excited to have it in the lineup.
Yeah, it's a spectacular and a neat looking boat, right? With the express styling, but the flybridge benefits. It's
Yeah.
really a neat boat.
And the beauty
Um,
of it is that the bridge covers with a canvas, right? That's
yeah,
power actuated. So you push a button and the soft roof closes over the bridge, and you don't have to worry about putting out covers or anything covering your cushions up. You just cover it with the canvas, push the button, it's done.
that's
And
awesome when there's a rainstorm coming, especially, right?
yeah, yeah, and that's been successful on several models with the 425 HTS. That's been a really good model for us. Very good model on the West Coast as well. Full beam master cabin, two stateroom, two head. And it's one of these express boats that you can cover. The sunroof closes and it has a door that opens and then a window that opens in the back, right? So you've got a boat that completely opens up, but within a couple of seconds, you can flip the window down, shut the door, close the sunroof, and you are completely protected, air conditioned, climate controlled, TV, the whole bit, and you don't have to worry about the weather. So it's a pretty cool thing. They solved they solved the problems, the age old boating problems of canvas, right?
Yeah. And that 425 you mentioned, that boat is an IPS pod drive boat, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And so tell us about the performance on that boat.
Yeah, the boat's phenomenal. It's a 32 knot wide open throttle boat, 25 knot cruise. One of the things that you'll see on all the Galeons, we specify them, whether it's an IPS or a shaft driven boat, we want to have a 25 knot cruising speed and a 30 knot wide open speed. And every model achieves that or a little better in some cases. Our cruising range is great. So we're talking about the trips and different things that we do. You have 240, 250 nautical miles at least on every boat. Some of them are up to 300 in the 640. So, they're really well equipped to do a full day's 8-hour day of cruising and, enjoy what the whole coastal United States and islands, Bahamas have to offer. I mean, the world's your oyster, as they say, and we see a lot of our customers taking advantage of that.
And so, what in the lineup, which model is the one that gets you the most excited? I know that today your answer is probably 550 Fly because sometimes you got to love the one you're with, and that's where you're standing. But,
yeah,
which model is your favorite, Bob?
So honestly, I think the 640 is my favorite. 640 is, I mean, it's 80 foot of boat packed into a 64 foot package. It is, you open the side wings up, you've got 23 feet of beam. You've got a really wide open salon area because they were able to push the width and the beam of the salon out because you've got this entrance to the bow through the windshield, which is insane and amazing. And it's really giving you the interior volume. The amount of natural light in the boat's incredible. Yeah. It's I just really love that boat. But to be honest, any Galeon that I'm on, and I said this to a couple of customers, and they've called me back and said, you know what, you were right. I said, the more time you spend on your boat, the more time you're going to want to spend on your boat. And I find that whenever I'm on one, that's how I feel. Like I'm on this 55. I don't want to get off of it, quite honestly, because it's just really nice. And everywhere you look, the finishing is superb and it's quiet. I see boats going outside in the marina. I don't hear anything because of how tight and well built they are. So, yeah, I mean, love the one you're with, as you say. But yeah, all of them, when you're on board, it's just a great feeling.
And it looks like you've got tremendous natural light in there.
Yeah, it's for sure. And that's something that Galeon has focused on in their design for all the models. And we've got some new stuff coming this year, which is exciting. A 400 Fly, also with beach mode, right? And that's the smallest model that has the beach mode feature. And then we also have a 410 HTC, which is a hardtop coupe, and that will be very popular on the West Coast. We know it's an express market over there. So both of those should be available here coming in the fall. We've had a couple of 400s already, but they've sold so quickly. We honestly haven't had a chance to properly launch the boat or show it. So it's exciting that we have those models. We also have an 800 fly coming, which is a huge step up in the brand, and we're excited about that. It's going to be a real strong performer, has some great layout and features, and I think it's going to make a wave in that 80-foot market. And then we have a super secret project coming here in the fall that we will announce. It's going to open up Galeon to a broader audience and let them experience the innovation and craftsmanship that is Galeon. And that's about all I'll say on that right now. But stay tuned for some teasers and some leaks as we get into the fall here.
Yeah, I'd love to ask you more about it, but you already told me it's a secret. So.
Yeah.
All right, Bob. What haven't we talked about today that the people joining us today need to know about Galeon?
I think if you haven't been on one, or you haven't really considered the brand for whatever reason, you hadn't heard of it, or you whatever reason that's held you back, and I don't know what that would be, but everybody has a different reason, right? If you haven't been on one, I'd ask before you buy any boat, number one, at least step aboard one. And number two,
absolutely,
if you're really in the throes of buying something, take a ride on it.
Oh, yeah.
Because performance on these boats is not only the 25 knot cruise, 30 knot max that we talked about. Fuel burns are great. They're efficient hulls, but they are also heavy down low in the hull where you want it. And the performance and the cruising performance is unbelievable. So where you, on many boats with that, 2 to 4 foot short chop, but you get a lot of windblown chop in the West Coast, right, in the Gulf.
Yep.
These boats eat it up, and I think that's why they've been very popular over there. You can very comfortably cruise at 20, 22, 25 knots in that kind of a condition, and the boat doesn't sound like it's going to fall apart. It's solid. You feel comfortable in the conversation. And so I think, I would recommend, if you're in the market, then please do take us up on the offer to have a look. And
yeah, I would second that. Okay, well, Bob, thank you for joining us today for Celebration of Boating here at MarineMax, and we'll be looking forward to talking with you more and learning about maybe the super secret project in the near future. So.
Yeah, my pleasure, Colin. Always great to talk to you. We're always talking about boats and yachts and having fun. So,
well, it's been a great visit today, and all of the Galeon inventory is available at www.marinemax.com. You can also visit the Galeon website for more information, and we'll look forward to seeing you again on another Celebration of Boating broadcast.
Thanks so much.